Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much for joining and your association on the weekend. And you kindly agreed to give a class as we normally do Bhagavad Gita, but we'll again continue our, everyday Shastra reading with Bhagavatam. So, Prabhuji, please take over.
Sure one.
And you know the words, Prabhuji.
Yeah, let me share the verse.
Okay. So, Mandir Prabhu, can you make Prabhuji the host? I'm still sharing the recording.
Let me see if I have admin right.
Or if you can share the verse, that's fine too.
No, we can make you Prabhuji the...
Okay. Whichever it works, that's fine.
Prabhuji, are you able to make?
No, I cannot. I'm not a host. I'm just a co-host only.
Acha, co-host is not able to do. Okay, I'll just come back to that. So I'll share the recording later. There I go. Yeah, Prabhuji, you can go ahead and share. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, can you see the screen now?
Yes, Prabhuji.
All right. So, Hare Krishna. Om Jnanitimirandasya Jnananjan Shalakya Chakshurunimilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devai Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gauru Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Srinvatam Sukatha Krishna Punya Sravan Kirtana Hridyantasto hi abhadrani viduno tishuharsatam Krishnaya Vasudevaya Deviki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, all the devotees on the call. So we are going to discuss today verse 12 from chapter 9, canto 8. So you can see the verse on my screen. Tato grahitva mratbhajanam harir babhas istasmit sobhaya gira yadabhyupetam kvacha sadva sadhuva kritam maya vo vibhade shudhamimam. Translation by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. So thereafter, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, having taken possession of the container of nectar, smiled slightly and spoke in attractive words. She said, "My dear demons, if you accept whatever I may do, whether honest or dishonest, then I can take responsibility for dividing the nectar among you." Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. The Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot abide by any dictation. Whatever he does is absolute. The demons, of course, were deluded by the illusory potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And thus Mohini Murti got them to promise that whatever she would do, they would accept. So we'll take another verse because they both are connected. Take verse 13. Ityabhivyahritam tasya akarnyasturpungavaha apranavidastasya tatheti anvam mansat anvamansat. The translation, there's no purport here. Translation, the chiefs of the demons were not very expert in deciding things. Upon hearing the sweet words of Mohini Murti, they immediately assented. Yes, they answered, what you have said is all right. So the demons agreed to accept her decision. Hare Krishna. So this is the beautiful Leela in this section of the Srimad Bhagavatam. And after the Samudra Manthan pastime, so this is the background here. Due to the curse of Durvasa Muni, all the demigods, they lost to demons. They became weak and demons were very strong. And demigods lost to the demons. So they approached Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma, along with the demigods, Lord Brahma took them to Lord Vishnu and explained the situation. And he wanted, Lord Vishnu gave a plan. He gave a plan that right now, demons are very strong. You will not be able to defeat them. So that make a truce, make a compromise, make a truce at this time. And he gave a plan that let us make a truce, and along with them, you cannot alone, but along with them, you can churn the ocean, and in the churning the ocean, the nectar will come out, and the nectar, and once you drink that nectar, then you will become invincible, undefeatable, or then you will be able to defeat the demons. That was the plan. So finally, the Samudra Manthan happened, and this ocean was churned. The Kshirosagar, in the Kshirosagar, ocean was churned, and many things came out. But at the end, the Lord Dhanvantari came out with a pot of nectar. But demons, they took away, they snatched that nectar and ran away. So the demigods became very, very disappointed. But this is at that time, Lord encouraged all the demigods, and he said he appeared himself as Mohini Murti. So this is the incarnation of the Lord. He appeared as Mohini Murti, and he went to the demons in the Mohini Murti form. He went to the demons because demons were, although they got the pot of nectar, but they were not able to distribute among themselves due to their quarrels and differences. Demons were fighting among themselves. So this is the nature of the people in the passion and ignorance. Demons are more into the mode of passion, rajoguna. So they were not, they were fighting among themselves, and they were not able to distribute. So at that point, when the Mohini Murti Lord arrived in the form of Mohini Murti, then demons were so much attracted enchanted by the beautiful form of Mohini Murti. So Mohini, so this is and all the demons, because anyone who is in the mode of passion and ignorance, that is, they are, what to say about the Lord, they are attracted so much to the even ordinary girl approaches them, they'll be so much become lusty and attracted to that girl. But what to talk about the Lord? Lord is the most beautiful. So this is and Lord even tells them, like in the previous verses we have read, that how the Lord tells them that women like me should not be trusted. So this is, I may cheat you. So this is, I may cheat you. And he spoke the truth that because Lord was going to cheat them. That was the plan. The Lord was going to cheat them of the nectar and distribute nectar to the demigods. But because those demons were so much enchanted by the beauty of Mohini Murti, by the smiling, by the bodily gestures of that Mohini Murti, by this that they trusted. They trusted blindly. They trusted blindly the Lord, and they thought that he's Mohini. All the Lord told him honestly that this is, you might be cheated. You should not trust me like me. You don't know me. You should not trust. But demons, they were bewildered. Lord completely bewildered them, and they thought that she is just joking. And they trusted Mohini Murti. And in these two verses, they agreed. They agreed. And Mohini Murti, Lord even said, in the Mohini Murti even said that you are not going to argue with me. If you are appointing me, you want me to mediate and distribute this nectar equally among demons and between you and the demigods, then whatever, if you are trusting me with this responsibility, then you're not going to intervene or interfere in whatever the method I adopt, or however I distribute this nectar among you two groups. So if you agree to that, then only I can take this responsibility. So this is, so in this verse, if you see, she took the promise, tato grahitva amrit bhajanam hari. Tato grahitva is taking the pot, filled nectar pot. Babhas, he spoke. Isht, smith shobhya gira, by smiling. It's by smiling and spoke. Babhas, gira means words. Yad abhyupetam kwacha sadhua sadhua. Whatever, yad abhyupetam, whatever you promise that you'll accept it, kwacha sadhu asadhua, whatever I do, honest or dishonest, kritam maya vibhije sudhamimam, to distribute this nectar, that you'll accept it. And in the next verse, the demons, they said, yes, we accept it. So this is, demons were completely bewildered. They were, because of their attraction towards the beauty of the Mohini Murti. Lord is the most beautiful. And then Mohini Murti took this responsibility of district. She took they gave her the pot of nectar, and also entrusted her with this responsibility of distributing the nectar equally among demigods and them. So this is what we see here, that how the demons agreed, being enchanted and bewildered by the beauty, because demons are predominantly in the mode of passion and ignorance. So they are immediately attracted towards the beauty or the opposite sex. The attraction for the opposite sex is the strongest among the in the mode of passion and ignorance. So we can, from these two verses, we'll pick up some important points and we'll talk about them. So first important point, first point is, Lord is always protecting the demigods. So we see not only in this pastimes, you see on in so many pastimes in Srimad Bhagavatam that Lord is always protecting the demigods. And here, because the demigods are surrendered souls. The demigods are surrendered souls. So Lord is always protecting the demigods. Although demigods, they do commit mistakes. They do make mistakes now and then, but finally they take shelter of the Lord. Finally, they are surrendered souls. So Lord always protects them. This is the nature of the Lord. This is Subhava of the Lord. That's is in Lord Ramchandra says in Ramayana, Sakradev prapannoyas tavasmi ya cha yachite abhyam sarvada tasmai dadami etad vratam mama. So when the Vibhishan, he was exiled by Ravana, he comes to Lord Rama, then Sugriv and other associates, other allies of Lord Rama, they did not agree to accept Vibhishan. They thought Vibhishan might be a spy sent by Ravana. But Lord, that time Lord spoke this verse. It says, this is my Subhava, Sakrad ev prapannoyas. Even once, if someone surrenders to me, even once, Sakrad is once. Sakrad ev prapannoyas, tav asmi iti chayachate. And he surrenders to me, saying that, Lord, I am yours. I am yours. Tava asmi, I am yours. Then Lord says, Abhyam Sarvada Tasmai. I give them protection. I give them fearlessness for Sarvada for all time to come. Dadami etam vritam mama. That is, I protect that person, that devotee, that person. Dadami etad vritam mama. That is my vow. That is my vow. And the Lord says that even if Vibhishan is sent by Ravana, is spy of Ravana, still I cannot refuse him to give shelter. He has come and asking for my shelter, so that my Swabhava, so he gave Vibhishan the shelter. And then he said, and after that we see that how he incarnated Vibhishan as the future king of Lanka. And after when Sugriva and party, they asked the Lord, like, now what happens if the Ravana comes and surrenders to you? Lord Ram says, yes, I will forgive him and I'll give him the shelter. And he said, you have already given the kingdom of Lanka to Vibhishana. What will you give it to Ravana? He says, I will give him the Ayodhya. I'll make him the king of Ayodhya. That is the nature of the Lord. That is the Subhava of the Lord. Lord says, in case he's always like, now they say, he cannot refuse his surrendered devotees, ones who surrenders to him. And we see in the Draupadi's pastime, what happens to Draupadi when the Dushashan was dragging him and they was trying to disrobe Draupadi. And finally, Draupadi was dependent on so many other shelter. She took shelter of Bhishma, Drona, Kripacharya, Vidura, all his 5 husbands sitting in the same assembly. Also, he prayed. Uh, but finally, like when nobody was able to help him, she raised both of her hands and she Govinda, hey Madhusudana, please protect me. So that is, we see, as soon as he said that, it is said that Lord, that time when Draupadi called out, raising her both the hands, Lord that time was taking lunch along with Satyam in Dwarka. Devotee is calling me, I have to go immediately. Lord immediately ran to Hastinapur to help Draupadi. So we see that nature, Swabhava of the Lord. Among all other qualities of the Lord, Lord has like Hari, Ananta, Hari Katha, Ananta, unlimited qualities, but his quality of this Bhakt Vatsala, his quality, his nature of protecting his devotees, loving his devotees, Bhakta Vatsala is the topmost. He protects his devotees. He says in Bhagavad Gita, Kaunteya Pratajanihi Name Bhakta Pradishyati. He says, my devotee never perishes. And he makes sure he protects his devotees to keep his words, keep his Name Bhaktya Pradishyati. He always protects his devotees. And we see that he protects his devotees. He might not have kept his words, but have never failed in protecting his devotees. So we see in so many examples. So that is the first point, is protecting the demigods. And the demigods are surrendered devotees. So we also learn from that if we surrender to the Lord, we will come under the protection of the Lord. Lord will protect us too. That is his subhava. Second point here, Krishna is all attractive. He used this attractiveness, which Krishna is all attractive. He's the most beautiful. This is one of his opulence. Beauty is one of his opulence. So he is the most beautiful, and he used this to bewilder the demons. He used his beauty. I came as a Mohini Murti, and he knew that these demons are in the mode of passion, or predominantly in the mode of passion, so they'll be most attracted by the beauty of opposite sex. The Lord came as Mohini Murti. It is said in our scripture, most beautiful man, and Lakshmi Devi is the most beautiful woman. However, when Krishna comes Murti, Krishna comes as a woman, he is the most beautiful woman, even more beautiful than Mother Lakshmi or Lakshmi Devi. When he came, so whatever form he comes, he's the most beautiful. When he came as Varaha Avatar, he was the most beautiful among all the boars. When he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was most beautiful. So whatever forms he took, he's the most beautiful. And even what to say about his beauty, of his bodily beauty, even any part of his body, even his eyes, his earrings, his curly hair, his bodily complexion, so they're all so mesmerizing for the devotees. Like, they're so wonderful because his Lord is full of those six opulences and one of the beauty. So when we see that when Krishna was in Vrindavan, his beauty enchanted everyone, mesmerized everyone, even not only the humans, but to the animals. And even nature also. His complexion, the bluish, dark bluish complexion, he was like, he's compared with the rain clouds, the clouds full of water, which are about to rain, those clouds. His crown, peacock feather crown, he had, he was so beautiful. His flute, he's like playing it flute, like he's enchanted everyone in Vraja. And we see that gopis, how the gopis, upon hearing it flute, the gopis abandoned all their worldly duties. And they ran. When he played the flute, they were, they were, they were kind of became helpless. They became helpless. They were drawn towards him, like, towards that, and they ran, leaving everything aside, like leaving their all the gopis, like they were their family, they were their houses, they were their in-laws, they were staying in with their in-laws. They ran, they left everything, and they ran towards the Lord. They were attracted so much. The cows and deer, like we read in Krishna book that how the cows and deer, they stopped grazing. When they hear that, they see the form of the Lord and they hear the flute of the Lord, they'll stop grazing. They're mesmerized by the music of the flute and its form. Trees and rivers also. Trees, it is said that trees bent so low as they were offering pranam to the Lord. So this is, and rivers slowed their flow. Rivers, like, they slowed down. They slowed down to behold that form of the Lord and hear that music. Even that demigods, the devatas, they were disguised themselves and came to witness the beauty of the Lord. So which Lord, so this is the beauty of the Lord. This so it is not it should not be surprising that how the demons got bewildered and they surrendered. They're not surrendered. They accepted the that they trusted or entrusted Mohini Murti to distribute the nectar. So this is Krishna's beauty is not only physical beauty, it is like spiritual and it's all attractive. It's transcendental beauty. And it draws every soul towards him. It's not only the demons, every soul is attracted. Krishna is so all attractive. Every soul is attracted towards him. His form, like this is full of sweetness, and that attracts heart of every person. So this is if that Krishna, that Supreme Lord, he decided to bewilder the demons, and demons such they are mostly attracted by the opposite sex. So this is which is Mohini. Mohini itself means Mohini means Moha. Moha is illusion. Mohini means illusory. Mohini means itself means bewildering. So Lord, that Mohini, the name Mohini is the means that bewildering. The Lord came as Mohini Murti to cheat the demons, and he cheated them. So this is another aspect of Lord's qualities. That's one is his cheating aspect in this pastime. If you see, uh, here Lord came as Mohini Murti and demons cheated demons of the nectar and gave it to distributed to demigods. Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Chalam chalyatam asmi. Chalam chalyata. I am the cheating propensity in all the cheaters' life. So he's the topmost cheater. And basically that we have we see that in Mahabharata in a Jayadratha's past, Jayadratha's story, like Jayadrath. On the Jayadrath, Arjuna wanted to take revenge or avenge from Jayadratha, avenge for killing Abhimanyu. Jayadratha, he was involved in killing Abhimanyu. So Arjuna wanted to kill Jayadratha, and Arjuna took a vow that before the sunset, I will kill Jayadratha today. And this Jayadratha was, the whole day he was hiding behind the Kauravas army, was protected by the Kauravas, hiding behind the army of the Kauravas. Arjuna was not able to see him or reach to him. So this is as the sunset was coming closer, Arjuna has taken a vow that I'm going to kill him before sunset, or if not, then I will going to sit myself on the fire. I'm going to give up my life if I'm not able to kill Jayadratha. So he says, so in the evening when the sunset was approaching close and the Arjuna could not see the Jayadratha, the Lord, what he did, he used his Sudarshan Chakra to cover the sun. He covered the sun from his Sudarshan Chakra. It became as if like the sun has already set. And that time Kauravas were like, they were jubilant. They were started dancing. And that Jayadratha, knowing that I'm safe now because sun has already set, he came out. When he came out, Arjuna saw him. Lord removed the covering of the sun, and sun had not set that by that time, and Arjuna was able to kill the Jayadratha. To protect his devotee, to protect Arjuna, Lord cheated. This is called cheating. The Lord cheated, but he is the supermost cheater. So he is Lord. cheated in the story. So as a cheater, we see that in the Bhishma story also. Then the Bhishma, when he was fighting at the battlefield field of Kurukshetra, at one point Bhishma completely disabled Arjuna from fighting. Bhishma was so ferocious that day that Arjuna could not respond or face Bhishma. And it appeared as if Arjuna is going to be killed that day by Bhishma's arrows. And that time, Lord could not see that. Like, he took that the wheel of his the chariot, and making that as a weapon, he ran towards Bhishma. And he ran towards Bhishma. When Bhishma saw him in that form, he put his bow and arrow aside, and he paid his obeisances, and he said, Lord, I wanted to see you in this form. Like, now this is, although he was not supposed to lift the weapon, he was not supposed to take the weapon. That was his promise. He said, like, I'm going to be with you, Arjuna, but I'm not going to take up the weapon. I'm not going to actively fight. I'll not take the weapon. But he did that just to protect his devotee Arjuna. Like, so Lord, this is the cheating. So Lord, we see this, how the Lord, when he comes to cheating, he can be the biggest cheater like now. Because the cheating propensity in us also comes from the Lord. We all, so this is the Lord, he uses his divine power to bend the reality for his devotees, to protect his devotees. But in case of, how we understand that, the cheating of the Lord, what appears to us as cheating is the compassion of the Lord and his promise to protect his devotees who surrender to him, to his commitment, his vow to protect his surrendered devotees. For non-devotees, you see, from the non-devotees perspective, it may seem unfair to them, but for devotees, it is the assurance of his topmost divine shelter. So this is one of the four defects in us, in human beings, and in all the living beings, is there are four defects, and one of those four defects is cheating propensity. So we have tendency to cheat and get cheated. So that is one of the defects in us. That is cheating propensity also, because qualitatively we are same as the Lord. So that cheating propensity also comes in us from the Lord. But Lord is best among all the cheaters. With this, so what is the biggest cheating we have done? So how did it begin like now? We have been cheating other people here, other devotees, or cheating here is very minor. But the biggest cheating what all of us have done, that we have cheated ourselves of Krishna. When we came, we decided to enjoy separately from Krishna, and we descended from his spiritual world to material world. That was the biggest cheating. We have cheated ourselves. We thought we are cheating Krishna. Thought we are cheating Krishna, and we can enjoy from him separately. The way he is enjoying in his spiritual world, we can also enjoy ourselves. But we have cheated ourselves. But our enjoyment is not in controlling. Our enjoyment is not bossing around. Our enjoyment is serving the Lord, being with the Lord and serving with the Lord, and that is our topmost enjoy. If we are with the Lord and we are serving the Lord, then we can enjoy more than the Lord, and that is what. But we thought that we can enjoy more. We can enjoy separate from the Lord. We can enjoy like him, separately from him. And that's how we have cheated ourselves. And that's how we came from a spiritual world to this material world, to came here. So that is the biggest cheating we have done in the beginning. So because of this one mistake we have done, Bhagavatam calls us mudha, stupid. So says, and who are called stupid? Because we have cheated ourselves. We did not, we we were bewildered. We did not understand that biggest enjoyment is in serving, not in controlling, not in controlling, but in serving, and especially serving the Lord and being with Him. But Lord is very, very, very compassionate. Lord is very compassionate. He said, no problem, like you have done that, but if you realize your mistake, if you realize your mistake and you want to come back, my doors are always open for you. You are my dear son. You are my dear child. And he says in Bhagavad Gita, Dadami buddhi yogam tam tena mam payanti pe. So he says, you can come back to me like now. I will give you the intelligence. I will give you the necessary intelligence so that you can come back to me. So, Tesham aham anukampartam aham jnanajam tama nashyami atma bhavastho jnana deepena bhashvata. He said this, and says, Dadami buddhi yogam tam tena mam payanti pe. So all you can come back to me. And this is Bhagavatam also says that Yagnair Sankirtanair Pirayer Yajantahi Sumedasa. All these who are Sumedasa, the most intelligent people among us, they take up to this Sankirtan Yagna. The Sankirtan Yagna, they surrender to the Lord and worship Him with Sankirtan Yagna. This is Jai Krishna Bhaje Tei Bada Chatur. That is that is the intelligent person who worships the Lord, surrenders to the Lord and worships the Lord. We see in this Mohini Murti pastimes that demigods were surrendered to the Lord, while demons always use their independence. They always misuse their independence. We see in the case of Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, Kansa, and all these demons. Hiranyakashipu was so powerful. He was so powerful that he changed the seasons. If he said now they change the sequence of the season, it says it's a summer time, but Hiranyakashipu wanted this to be the winter. The season changed to the winter. He was so powerful, all the demigods were serving him. Like they're doing menial services in his palace, like no. He changed the laws of nature. He changed the laws of nature. If someone does the punya karma, then he will go to hell, and someone does the papa karma, then he'll go to heaven. He changed the laws of the nature. He was that powerful. All these demons were so powerful, but because they did not surrender, ultimately they were defeated. They were defeated by the Lord. So how, and same thing we see in our Srimad Bhagavatam also. Srimad Bhagavatam says how this Srimad Bhagavatam rejects all the cheating religions. What are cheating religions? So this is Dharma Projita Ketavotra Parmo Nirmat Saranam Satam Vidyam Vastavam Atra Vastu Sivadam Tapatrayon Mudanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krate Kim Va Parairi Ishwaraha Sadyo Hridi Avarudhyate Tra Katibhi Susurubhis Tat Chadat. So this Srimad Bhagavatam, it rejects all those cheating religions. So what is a cheating religion? Cheating religion means if someone is reading Bhagavatam to get the material benefits, so that Bhagavatam cheats that reader of Srimad Bhagavatam by giving the material benefits to him. But it does not give him the topmost benediction of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the love of the Lord, love of Krishna. That is called cheating. And we see all the Vedas. And who's saying this? The author of the Vedas is saying that in Srimad Bhagavatam. Vedas is mostly Traigunya Vishya Veda, Nistraigunya Bhavo Arjuna. Traigunya Vishya Veda. The Vedas are completely filled with this material fruit benefits, like if you do this, you'll get this. If you do this, you'll get this. That is cheating. Because that is not giving the topmost truth. Not going the topmost knowledge and vision. What is that topmost thing? Love. That Srimad Bhagavatam, if you read that without getting any material benefit out of it. Then although, like if you read Srimad Bhagavatam, after every pastime you get Shruti Phala. And Shruti Phala says, if you read this pastime, you will get this. If you read this pastime, you will get this. If you read this Gajendra Moksha pastime, then you will get rid of the bad dreams. So all those different Shruti Phalas, they come. They're all like, if you're not careful, people get stuck in that. And then they are bereft. They are bereft of getting Krishna even after reading Srimad Bhagavatam and getting the the topmost knowledge, which is love of God. So this is Srimad Bhagavatam is the Amal Puran. And Jiva Goswami says that Srimad Bhagavatam is also the like Mohini Murti. It compared Srimad Bhagavatam with Mohini Murti. So Mohini Murti, if you are not careful, if you are after these material benefits, the Mohini Murti can bewilder you like Mohini Murti bewildered the demons. But if you are surrendered devotee like demigods, the Mohini Murti can give you the topmost knowledge and topmost attainment, which is love of God and going back to our eternal home, Golok Vrindavan. So this is the Srimad Bhagavatam can provide us the highest knowledge and vision. When we surrender to the Lord, then we are able to see where the cheating is going on around us. There's a lot of cheating going on around us. If you see this Mayavad, or this different forms of cheating, when we get that high vision and knowledge by the surrender to the Lord, then we are able to see what are the different forms of cheating around us. This is the third point. The fourth point, this cheating propensity can be used in the service of the Lord. So this is, we see the example of Raghunath Das Goswami. So Raghunath Das Goswami, he was born in a very wealthy family, but he wanted to join, he longed to join the movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But his parents were like, they were very wealthy. They were like, they kept him like under the strict watch. They won't let him run away. He tried to run away many times, or couple of times, fearing. They wanted, and they finally, like Raghunatha Das Goswami, he was determined to surrender, and he cheated them to escape. He used it cleverly. He escaped. So this is what happened. Like what his parents were tax collectors, or the ruler of Bengal. They were the tax collectors, and they put some guards around Raghunath Goswami so they are not able to run away. See, one day he ran away and he went to Mahaprabhu, and he fell at the feet of Mahaprabhu, and he said that Raghunath Das said, I have cheated my family to come to you. And Mahaprabhu smiled and he hugged him, and he says that using our intelligence, even trick, for the sake of devotion is glorious. It's not bad. Cheating your parents for the sake of your spirituality or advancement in spirituality, for the sake of devotion is not bad, it's glorious. So Raghunath Das Goswami, later on he became one of the 6 Goswami of Vrindavan. We also see in the pastime of Gopis, pastime in Vrindavan. So this is in Vrindavan. Gopis were, all the Gopis were like, they lived in the society, they were married, and or at least they were expected to stay home with their Radharani also. She was married to Abhimanyu, and she stayed with her Nanda and mother-in-law. So this is, and that was the true for most of the gopis who were married. But their heart was always with the Krishna. So when he played his flute at night for Rasa Leela, they cheated their
their families. They cheated their family, they cheated their worldly duties, and secretly he ran away or left to join the Rasa Leela in the forest with the Lord. So that's a cheating. But from the, if you see it from a material perspective, this looks like cheating. But spiritually, it was the surrender of the devotee towards the Lord. Surrender of the devotee towards the Lord. They abandoned everything, not for their own selfish sense gratification, but to serve the Lord with pure love. And this, so that's why this is, and which is, this is the param dharma of the jiva. This is the param dharma of the jiva, to serve the Lord with love. That is devotional service. That is our param dharma. That's not for, which is not for our self gratification, to for pleasing the Lord, for gratifying the senses of the Lord, not for gratifying or satisfying our own senses. So this is we learn from this like now. So this is we are our these tendencies. So some of our tendencies might be considered negative, but they become purified when they are used in the Lord's service. Cheating for selfish gain, cheating for our swartha or selfish gain, they may bind us, but cheating for the to getting freed from material bondage can liberate us. So this is, and if we are cheating for serving the Lord, we are cheating from being liberated from the cycle of birth and death, then that is glorious. That is glorious. And bhakti is transcendental. Bhakti transforms everything. Bhakti even transforms our weakness like into strength when we surrender to the Lord. So devotees, so this is the devotees, like if you see the devotees, how they are using this cheating propensity in the service of the Lord. This cheating propensity can be used in the service of the Lord, and how they are using it. If you see the devotees, when you're preaching, like Suta Goswami says in Srimad Bhagavatam, what is the need of a bed when there's a nice soft grass on the floor Lord has provided? What is the need of pillow when the Lord has provided two hands, like you can make your hands as pillow and sleep? But if you start preaching this and go to the neophyte devotees, the newer people, they may not accept this, although that is the highest truth, but they may not accept it. The devotees, they use many texts, like we talk about yoga and meditation. Under the garb of this yoga and meditation, which is acceptable to everyone, we try to preach them and make them devotees. We try to distribute books to them. We try to uh, them with feeding them wonderful prasad, like wonderful prasadam. The devotees are also using different tricks to connect the people in general to the Lord. So that is, we are using that, although it's cheating, but our cheating propensity is being used in the service of the Lord. So this cheating is glorious, because we are cheating to serve the Lord. We're cheating for the ultimate benefit of those people, like who are being connected, although they may not know at that time. So another point here, uh, Lord played point here. Lord played with the weakness of the demons. Attraction. What is the weakness of the demons? Their attraction for the opposite sex. That was their weakness, like that. And Lord played with that, became a Mohini Murti. Srimad Bhagavatam says that is Pumsa Striya Mithuni Bhavametam Tayor Mitho Hriday Granthi Mahu Ato Graha Kshetra Sutapt Vittair Janasta Mohoyam Peti. Pumsa Striya Mithuni Bhavametam. Pumsa Striya Mithuni Bhavametam. That is the existence, the whole, that is the existence of this whole creation is based on this Mithuni Bhava, attraction for opposite sex. And this male and female, they have Hirda Granthi Mao, very, very tight knot between the hearts of the male and female bodies, like, no. So that is the basis. And that's why, Lord, attraction between the male and female is the basic principle of existence. And everything else is around that. So, but for us, we see how the Maya Devi is attracting us. But demons were very strong. So Lord himself has to come as Mohini Murti to bewilder the demons. But for us, this Mahamaya, which is the reflection of Yoga Maya, which is a reflection of Yoga Maya, a reflection of Radharani. So like she is bewildering us every day. She is so bewildered. You see the people around, they're attracted to good food, they're attracted to money, they're attracted to lifestyle, luxurious lifestyle, they're attracted to luxurious cars, they're attracted to opposite sex. This is all bewilderment. This is all cheating going on. But unless we are surrendered, we are not able to see that. Even if see that most of non-devotees, if we talk to them, that is, they're not able to see that how they are being cheated by being attracted to by how they are being cheated to by Maya Devi, being attracted to their money, their family, their wealth, their children, their house, and all that, their all that, like. But the question comes, like, now Maya Devi is feminine in nature, right? Maya Devi is feminine in nature, and we are also feminine in nature. Whether male or female, we are all Prakriti. Lord is the only Purusha, and we are the Prakriti. Prakriti means to be enjoyed. We are supposed to be enjoyed, and Purusha means enjoyer. So we are supposed to enjoy, and we are supposed to be enjoyed. But if we are feminine nature, and Maya Devi is feminine nature, but we say that the basic principle of existence is attraction between the two opposite sexes, the male and female. So this is masculine, attraction between masculine and feminine. So how are we being feminine attracted to the Maya Devi, who, if she is also feminine? So our acharyas, they give the explanation that when we decided to descend from spiritual to material world to enjoy separately from the Lord, then Lord gave us a covering, and that covering is called Purusha Bhava or Ishwar Bhava. And we thought, we are not, but we think, once we have that layer of Ishwar Bhava, then we think we are Purusha, although we are not. And because we wanted to enjoy the Lord, to facilitate that enjoyment, Lord has given that layer of Ishwar Bhava. If that layer is not there, will not be able to enjoy. So Lord has to facilitate that enjoyment. Lord has given that covering, Ishwar Bhava. So we all think that we are Purusha, we are the enjoyer. When we come here and we try to enjoy. So this is, there was one engineer came to Srila Prabhupada once, and he said to Prabhupada that I'm not attracted to women. I'm not attracted to women. And then Prabhupada thought about it, and he said, like, then there's something wrong with you. If you're not attracted to women, there is something wrong with you. That's very natural to be attracted to opposite sex for everyone. So this is Prabhupada said to him. So that was our sixth and the last point, is that every step Krishna is with us. Every step, if you've seen in Samudra Manthan also, every step Krishna was there. Without Krishna, nothing happens. Like if you see, when the Lord, the demigods went to the Lord, so Lord gave them the idea of Samudra Manthan. And he also gave the idea of go and make a truce with the demons. And he also, they were not able to lift the Mandar mountain, then he helped them to lift the Mandar mountain. And then they were not able to keep the Mandar mountains, Lord sat on top of it to make it sit in the sea. And then he took Kuruma avatar. He became that turtle to hold that mountain on his back, like hold it when they were churning on his back. And then he came as Mohini Murti to distribute the nectar. So every step Lord is there. Every step Lord is with them like now. Similarly, when we came to this material world, every step Lord is with us. And not only with us, He's permanently sitting in our heart as super soul. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hrideshu Tishtati Arjuna. Lord is sitting in every living being, is sitting in the heart of every living being. He is there with us at every step. But we think, I am the enjoyer, I am the doer. Prakartair kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvacha ahankar vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. We think we are the doer. I am enjoying, I am doing it. And but the Bhagavad Gita says that it's only material nature. The soul only desires. The Lord sanctions it as super soul sitting in the heart. Upadrashta anumanta cha bharta bhokta maheshwara parmatmeti cha piyukto dehino asmin purusha para. So it says, and then material nature executes. These three modes, they execute the action. It's not that we are doing it like now. That is ahankar vimudhatma, because we are bewildered by our false ego. Ahankar vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. We think that we are the doer, but we are not the doer. So Lord, so here Jiva Goswami says that he compares Srimad Bhagavatam as Mohini Murti. So this is so we are the same Mohini Murti. We can if you're not attracted by the Phala Shrutis, can provide us the love of God. Then if we surrender to Srimad Bhagavatam, then it will reveal as Krishna. Otherwise, it will behave as Mohini Murti and cheat us by giving us material benefits. Therefore, we should all pray that may we not bewildered by the Madan Mohan Mohini, but we can take her shelter. We can get out of this bewilderment which we are in now. Hare Krishna. Sri Mohini Murti ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam sabhi ko. We can discuss any questions or comments if you have at this time.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Srila Prabhupada. Very nice class, Prabhuji. Just want to clarify one thing. Like when Lord said, like I'm equal to everyone, like whether demons or demigod or any living entity. So some people ask why, like Krishna is basically cheating demons. Like he does something, and I know it is just to protect the. It is to protect the saintly people, protect the dharma. Is that the right reason, Prabhu? Like we see Krishna plays this leela, or there is something more?
Lord says, Samoham Sarvo Bhuteshu Name Dvesovastina Priya Ye Bhajanti Tumam Bhaktya Maite Tesu Chatu. So the first thing is like our what is our definition of being equal to everyone like now? If Lord, so is our definition of being Lord, basically the answer to your question is Lord is reciprocal. So that is I'll detail that answer, but answer is Lord is reciprocal. Lord reciprocates with the how you approach the Lord. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stathami bhajami ham. And that is his impartiality. It's like is are we expecting, Lord, that out of the 8 billion people we have in this planet, they would have gotten the same beauty, same face, same height, same weight, same job, same family, same children, same wife, everything same, then he'll be impartial? Is that our definition of impartiality? Yes or no? We can say Manidhar Prabhu that Lord is partial because Manidhar Prabhu is more handsome than me. Is that the definition of our partiality or impartiality?
No, Prabhu.
Huh?
No, Prabhu.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. So it's like if you go to a shop, or if you go to a store and we want to buy, say, something, say if you want to buy some cream, right? Or you want to buy something. If you go to the store and if you have $10, and if that item what you want to buy, the cost is $10, you can buy it and come back. But if I go to the store but I have only $5, I cannot buy the same item what you bought for $10 because I have only $5. So I'll pick up something what I can get it in $5, right? Is that the store's partiality or impartiality? You can blame the store manager. Why did Manidhar Prabhu got an item worth $10 and you only gave me item worth $5? That is not that is not partiality, that is impartiality. Is that not true? Because
That's right.
store is impartial to everyone because you can buy based on how much money you have. You can buy the items worth that money. If store is not doing that, then it is partiality. Correct?
Yeah.
That is called reciprocation. That is not called being equal to all. Does not mean that everyone has that store gives everyone the same item. The Lord is also reciprocal, and that is impartiality. So based on that is ye yathamam prapadyante tam tathami bhajami ham. So demigods are surrendered. For his surrendered devotees, his reciprocation is to that level. Because the surrendered devotee has $10. And the demons, they are not surrendered, they act whimsically. They vartate kamakarta. They work as they think is right. They're not surrendered to the Lord. The Lord reciprocates with them, but he loves both demons and demigod. They both are his children. And Lord is absolute good. Even in this Mohini Murti pastime, Lord, whatever he did, he came as Mohini Murti and he cheated demons, but he did which is the best for both demigods and demons also. Right? Because he gave nectar to demigods, not to demons, because demons are irresponsible. If they are not surrendered and they can act whimsically, even nowadays what's going on? Why America doesn't want that Iran should have an atom bomb? Because Iran is irresponsible. It can misuse that having the power of atomic bomb. Correct? And that's why the Lord did not want that demons were very, very strong that time. They defeated demigods. Lord did not want to give them the nectar so that because they're not, they can become even further stronger and they can create haywire in the whole creation. And Lord Vishnu is the maintainer. He wants to maintain it nicely. He wants to run this creation nicely. Demigods are helping him to run this creation. That is one of the Lord's responsibility to maintain it, right? So the Lord did not want this Amrita to go to the wrong people who are irresponsible and who work whimsically, like Iran and those. America doesn't want Almost those Western countries, they don't want those countries to have that amount. Does it make sense, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So
And Prabhu,
Lord,
you mentioned, yes, good.
Lord is reciprocal. Lord is said reciprocal. He reciprocates with how we approach it to him. Ye yatha ma prapadyate. And that is his impartiality. That is how the store's example fits in, right?
Mhm. That's right.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Another question, Prabhu, I have is you mentioned, like, Vedas, it is mentioned, if you do this, you get that. If you do that, then you will get this benefit. So
Yeah.
similarly, so Shrimad Bhagavatam, like most of the stutis we see, like at the end of it, like, there is some benefit of it. Like,
Yeah.
Gajendra Moksha or any, you will see there is a. So, if I understand, devotees do not take these Shruti Fal. Devotees just are limited towards the main prayers, whatever the prayers are being said in that. Is that our understanding is, Prabhu? As a devotee, we should not focus on the Shruti Fal at all.
No, I won't agree to that. It's about our intention, right? It's about when you reading Bhagavatam, what is your intention? What are you trying to get out of it? Not reading Shruti Phala is Bhagavatam. Krishna is absolute, right? Krishna is absolute, and Bhagavatam is non-different than Krishna. So Bhagavatam is absolute also. So it's not that you cannot say that this verse of Bhagavatam is better than this verse, or this verse of Bhagavatam is not as good as this verse. It's absolute. It's absolute. So not reading Shruti Fal that's not the solution. Solution is all about our intention or our bhava. What is my goal when I'm reading the Srimad Bhagavatam? Is my goal to increase, to purify ourselves more and increase, come closer to the Lord? Or my goal is reading Srimad Bhagavatam is to get some material benefit out of it? If our goal reading Srimad Bhagavatam is to purify ourselves and come closer to the Lord, enhance or increase increase our attraction towards the Lord, then even if you read Shruti Phala, it doesn't matter. But if your goal is to get some material benefit out of Bhagavatam, reading Bhagavatam, then even if you read the pure or those leelas of the Lord, it doesn't matter. Your focus, because your focus will be what you are trying to get it out of it, right? So it's all about intention, in my opinion, Prabhu. Does that make sense, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, I agree with that. It's all our intention, with what intention we are reading Bhagavatam,
Yeah.
what we are trying to get out of it. Material things or bhakti. Yeah.
Right. And it's not wrong, like for neophyte devotees. If you are new in bhakti, it's not wrong to pray from the Lord to remove your material obstacles. As long as you pray from the Lord, please remove these material obstacles so that I can serve you more. I can get more time to serve you. So it's not wrong. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukratino arjana artho arthi jigyasu jnani cha bharta sabha. Lord says in Bhagavad Gita that those 4 types of people, they approach me and they're all magnanimous souls. But at least they've approached me, right? And then over a period of time, when you become a more experienced or more, you have more years into the Krishna consciousness, you become more purified, then then desire for material benefits will die down. As you progress in Krishna consciousness, your desire for material desires will fade away in the background, and because your purity, you'll become purer and purer, and your love for the Lord will continue increasing. But if someone is a new devotee, you cannot start. If we start preaching the new devotees like this, then they may not even become a devotee, right? But if someone is new, then it's fine. Like they can always pray from the Lord, like for removing their material problems, material obstacles. Hare Krishna. Hare Manidhar Prabhu, does it make sense?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, it makes sense, Prabhuji.
Any other questions, comments, realizations? If you would like to share any of your realization, that is fine too. If not, we can stop here.
My Dhawan Pradam to you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, thank you so much for the wonderful class. It was so nice to hear from you. And, you gave us like a total different perspective of these chapters and how we have to be very careful, not being allured in the material world, like that way. I mean, because we also have demoniac, we should not think that we are like devtas and devotees. We are basically, we have demoniac tendencies. That's why there's such a big chapter in Bhagavad Gita about those qualities are mentioned, so those are there in us also. There's the reason why Krishna has mentioned it. Even if we become devotees, still we have, at least I'm talking about myself, demoniac tendencies are there. Anger, lust, greed, and all those things are still prevailing, but gradually they're getting washed off as we are continuing with chanting and associating and other things. So Prabhuji, this question, maybe it's a repeat, but like you said that we were thinking of ourselves as a lot, and we were envious of Krishna, so we came from the spiritual world here. But what I understand is that once we go to the spiritual world, there is the description is so nice that we are, first of all, we are completely purified from here, and then we go there. Then there is no chance of us coming back here. So
Yeah.
you said that we were in the spiritual world and we came back here. That means even going to the spiritual world, there also we can. Maya is so strong that we can still come down here to face our years of this Dukhalaya Masastakam planet. Is it still like, or like it's little it's controversial to my mind, this thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
So your question is, if we were in the spiritual, how did we come down? Right?
yes. How did we come down?
This
Actually,
is like an age-old question in ISKCON. This is not a new question.
Prabhuji, actually, I want you to
Very, very,
we were
very
not in
famous, very popular question.
yes. But Prabhuji, like I always want to believe one thing, that we were not in the spiritual world. And we've been taking birth continuously here. But now, because of our sukruti or our some credits we have gathered in this lifetime, this particular lifetime, that now we are coming to know that, oh, there's a spiritual world, we need to go there. And once we go there, we will not come back. That is the understanding which I like. And I believe in that understanding. But when I hear the opposite, then I start thinking that why, because then it's like, because I think of spiritual world as something really great. And having gone there, and I will only go there when I'm completely purified, liberated. So, and I've been taking birth here and again in different situations. So how I've come from there? Sorry, Prabhuji, please continue. If a little bit insight you can give, this is very question is
Yeah,
popular.
no. It's not. This is a very genuine question, and everyone has this question, and this is not a new question. Really, like, this is not a new question. There's so many times it has been asked, and so many times it has been answered by different people, right? So it's not nothing new about it. But this is a genuine question, and this is so the way. Yes, the way our scriptures say that we were with the Lord, and then we came down here just because we wanted to. We developed some kind of this that we tendency that we want to enjoy separately from the Lord. So Lord has created this material world for us, and we have been sent here. so that to enjoy, and Lord is facilitating our enjoyment. But so this is two things. One is like, no, this is I heard from someone like he said that we were in the spiritual world, but we were not in the Krishna Leela. We were not part of the Krishna Leela. So we're not like in the Krishna Leela. So we have not come down here from the Krishna Leela, right? That's one thing. Jiva Goswami also talks about in his Sandarbhas about it, that this is and so we were not in personal association of the Krishna in the spiritual world. We were in the spiritual world, but we are not. Or let me put it other way. At all places in Bhagavad Gita, when Lord says that na tad bhasate suryo na shashanko na pavaka yad gatva na nivartante tad dham paramam mama, right? So he always is talking about mam me, to my abode, to my dhama, to my loka, right? So this is so one of the answers. What this is the question. Nobody has a perfect answer for this. Let me start with that. I am telling you what I have heard, and that based on what I have read in Bhagavad Gita, all the places Lord says that if you come back to my dhama, you'll not to go back again. So it means we were in the spiritual world, maybe, but we were not with the Lord. We were not in the Lord's dhama. Their spiritual world is not just Golok Vrindavan. It is so many thousands and thousands of different planets, right? So we have come here not from the direct association or from the Krishna Leela of the Lord. So that is understanding. That is what I understood from one of the answers I heard.
I would like to add to this, Manidhar Prabhu. You have any thoughts? Manidhar Prabhu is our very senior devotee. So Manidhar Prabhu, do you have any thoughts on this? But this is what I've heard recently. Like, someone said, like, we were not in the Krishna Leela. So we were not. And Lord says, if you come to my dhama, then you will not come. Yad gatva na nivartante tad dham paramam mama. So maybe like we are outside Golok Vrindavan. We were outside Golok Vrindavan when we came here. But if we go to Golok Vrindavan, Krishna's dham, then we'll not come back. That. Hare Krishna. Anyone would like to add anything to it? Mataji, does that help answers your questions?
Last part was very
more. But it bewilders you like Mohini Murti. Answer.
Can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, we can hear you.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
So, like the last part was very interesting, that we were not in Krishna Leela. Krishna Leela meaning that we were not at Golaka Dham.
Haribol, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but are we audible to you? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I think Prabhuji cannot hear.
Yeah.
What happened?
Hare Krishna. I think there is some internet issue. There is one comment actually. It's in the chat. I just saw it.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah,
Hare Krishna.
now we can hear.
Yes, Prabhu, we can hear.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
But I think Prabhuji is not able to hear. I'm not getting response from him.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can you hear?
What happened?
I don't know. We lost you.
When did you lose me? Like, how much you heard?
Couple of minutes.
I think. Okay, I don't know what happened.
You were still there. We could see your name and everything, but we couldn't like hear you at all. I mean, you couldn't hear us. So, Prabhuji, the last part of the answer was very nice, that we were not in the Golakadham, right? So that's good.
That is what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were in some place where, because normally, like I know there are few people I know in my family, they are very envious of Krishna, and they'll say, no, why they call Krishna Supreme Personality of God? Again, it mentions like that. So then
No,
I'm thinking,
it's not why they call. Our scriptures say that.
yes, so they are so envious. Then I feel ये तो material world में है, and now they're envious reading the Bhagavad Gita. We've given Bhagavad Gita to them. Now the Bhagavad Gita, when they're reading this again and again, they're feeling envious of Krishna. So those people I can understand. They're envious, but I say keep on reading Bhagavad Gita. So
Yeah. Yeah.
like they don't associate, but they read Bhagavad Gita, and then they're envious that why Krishna is said supreme person. So from that point of view, it's understandable. You're in the material world, you're envious, and you stay here birth after birth. But
Right. Right.
that's my question came like that. So, but yeah, Prabhuji, thank you so much for the answer. There's one Aarti Mataji who has written something on the chat. Aarti Mataji also is having a mindset that do your best for following Krishna consciousness, but don't expect a guarantee that Lord will necessarily give us entry to Golaka permanently. Correct? Ultimately, we have to
Yeah.
all our Krishna appointed duties diligently and to please him.
Yeah, that is the principle Lord says, right? Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Because we are the doer, but results are decided by the Lord, right? We can only do our action, but we don't decide the results. That is not in our jurisdiction. Lord decides the results of our actions, right? So the best way is do your duty, and just serve the Lord, render devotional service. But Lord also says, like in Bhagavad Gita, Antakale cha mame usmran muktva kalevaram. So, Ismran, if you, by our practice during our lifetime, if we remember the Lord when we are leaving this body, the Lord says, you will come back to me, right? So
Yes.
Artimata did correct that you do your duties, and you serve the Lord, and you do all your duties, and then leave it to the Lord. And if you are sincere, Lord will make sure that you remember Him when you are leaving this body. It's Lord's wants us in His abode more than we want to go there. Lord is more anxious to get us there. Right. Lord is, it's like a school and college, right? When you write an exam, is the college trying to fail you, or is the college trying to pass you? What is in the interest of the college?
College is not doing anything. They're just testing you.
College, they are testing you, but they wish that more higher percentage of students they
Yeah.
pass,
Yes.
We want students to pass. Yeah. As
right?
much.
That is
Yes.
what Krishna is. He wants, but we have to pass the exam. If you don't pass the exam, then we cannot go back there. But Lord wants us to pass the exam. It's like college wants to pass students, more higher percentage of students to pass. That is good for their reputation, right?
Right.
So college is not trying to fail the students. Like the college is helping them, giving them all the facility, all the whatever is needed for them to perform better in the exam. The Lord is doing the same thing. He is facilitating our coming back, like our going back to Golok Vrindavan. But at the same time, we have to pass the exam, right? So that's
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat
Hare Krishna.
Pranam. Thank you so much for such a nectarian class, Prabhu, and for explaining everything so elaborately. I was thinking about 10.11 Bhagavad Gita verse, Prabhu. तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहम्
Yeah,
अज्ञानदमं तम
yeah,
नाशयाम आत्मभावेन ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता. Krishna
yeah.
is assuring us, Prabhu, exactly what you just said. I was just thinking about that verse came to me, that he says, you don't have to do anything. I will, with a torch of knowledge, I will remove the ignorance of your heart.
Yeah. But it's not that you don't have to do anything.
No. Before, before previous verses he says.
In previous verse, it says like,
Yeah.
you do this, then I'll do this.
Yeah. Previous. Yeah. This is for his pure devotees. People who are
Yeah.
involved, right? Tesham
Right.
satata yuktanam bhajtam priti
Bhajtam
purvakam.
prison. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dadami
dadami
buddhi
buddhi
yogam
yogam
tam.
tam yena
Yeah.
mam upayantiti. Yes, for those devotees, Krishna says, you need not worry, I will do it myself, right, Prabhu? Thank you so much for such a nice class, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yes,
Hare
Krishna, thank you.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, thank you very much. And we can end here. Rukni Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, and we just wanted to chant 3 times Hari Bol because Prabhuji has come after a long time, and we pray that Prabhuji keeps coming, enlightening us, and we stay on the nice path of bhakti. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol,
Hari
Hari
Bol,
Bol,
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari
Ram.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Everybody enjoyed your class, and like on the weekdays, normally we have Bhagavatam, but we were really fortunate to have you on the weekend. And because I think for devotees, weekday, weekend is the same thing. One thing I wanted to ask you is like one point was coming to me is that you said that why we are reading Bhagavatam, right? So now I would say I'm reading Bhagavatam because I want to know more about Krishna. I feel I don't know much about Krishna. So maybe I'm not glorifying so much, but is there the right perspective, or this should not be the perspective to read?
No. We are talking about your intention, your goal of reading Bhagavatam. Are you trying to understand Krishna more, or you're trying to satisfy your material needs by reading Bhagavatam, right?
Okay.
Right. Are you like trying to read Bhagavatam because after every pastime there is Shruti Fal, and it says if you read this pastime, you get this benefits, like, right? So if you are trying to
or
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So we're reading to glorify Krishna and to understand Krishna. That's our goal.
our goal is to understand Krishna, like, no, more and more. So we understand. So we in the process we purify ourselves also when we try to know more and more Krishna and understand him better, and that is how we get purified and we come closer to him. Yeah.
Okay.
Prabhuji, there is one question in chat. Chitra Mataji is asking, how do we overcome the modes of material nature, passion, and ignorance?
Devotional service. This is like the step. If you modem of passion and ignorance, you change your lifestyle. If you change your lifestyle, so you make if you live sattvic lifestyle and you eat sattvic food, you live sattvic lifestyle, then you come to the mode of goodness. Slowly, over a period of time, you'll start liking sattvic things and sattvic life, and then you come to the mode of goodness. It's all about practice, right? So initially, like, no, all the if you see the devotees before they came to ISKCON, they were all like eating onion, garlic, getting up late in the morning, going watching movies in the night time, late night movies, and getting up late in the morning. All that, right? So that is the more Rajasic lifestyle. So if you change that lifestyle, you get up early in the Brahma Muhurta, do your chanting or do whatever your worship, whatever you do throughout the day, and only eat sattvic food. Only eat sattvic food. No onion, garlic is tamasic. So don't eat onion, garlic, all those. If you follow these 4 regulative principles and chant, then you rise even above the sattva guna. The pure devotees or the pure devotional service is in the Shuddha Sattva stage. Even that is even above mode of goodness. Like, but if you start in the starting, when you take up to this Krishna consciousness, you will start. You will come to the mode of goodness, like, and then slowly, when you get purified, you will go to from mode of goodness to mode of pure goodness, Suddha Sattva, which is the platform in which the Lord is. You see that verse in Bhagavad Gita to answer your question, or says, Mam chayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sa gunan samtitaitani brahma bhuyaya kalpate. It says, as soon as you take up to the devotional service, you will be situated on the platform. You'll be freed from this modes of material nature. So this is Mam chayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sa gunan simta. You'll go beyond the gunas. And then your bhakti starts. Actually, bhakti starts after you are at that level. You are beyond the gunas. Then only bhakti starts. Then only Shuddha bhakti starts, or pure devotional service starts. Till that point, we are just purifying ourselves. We are not. It's not pure
So we are
bhakti.
sadhakas, we are practicing until
Yeah,
that time.
we are practicing.
Okay.
It is like surrender. But after we surrender, then only the bhakti starts. It's not that surrender is the goal, right? Once you surrender to the Lord, then only you come to the platform where you can render direct service to the Lord. Otherwise, we are not even at the same level. He is in the Shuddha Sattva platform. We are in the Rajasic or Sattvic platform. We are not at the same level. We cannot render any service to him. So we have to purify ourselves, and that is, we have to come beyond the gunas. And that Bhagavad Gita says, if you take up to the devotional service, that will bring you above the gunas, and then you can serve the Lord.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam, Mataji. Hare
Any
Krishna.
last minute question, comments, otherwise we can end the call.
Hare Krishna, Vrindavan Vijay Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji mentioned about Prakriti and Purusha.
Yeah.
Now, in Bhagavad Gita, we know there are 5 topics, Ishvara, Jiva, Kala, Prakriti, and Karma. So in that, we separate out Jiva and Prakriti. And Prakriti, we usually think as 3 modes of material nature or dead matter. But Jiva has consciousness. So how can we say that we are Prakriti? No.
No, it's not. It's Prakriti and Purusha is. This is not the same Prakriti we are talking about here. Prakriti is Purusha is the, you think about in different. Purusha is the enjoyer, and Prakriti is to be enjoyed, right? So it's a Prakriti is like when you see from the perspective of that Lord says, Bhokta Ram Yag Tapsam Sarva Lok Maheshwara. He's the only enjoyer. And we are all supposed to be enjoyed. So and the definition of anything which is supposed to be enjoyed is called Prakriti. It's a feminine nature, Purusha and Prakriti. The Lord is Purusha, we are Prakriti. The material nature Prakriti, what you are saying, yes, it is that material nature which is eternal. Material nature is eternal, and material world comes made up of this material nature, and it is made up of 3 modes of material nature. 3 modes. So that is true, and this is also true that we are in the male body, but our real constitutional position is that we are we are servants of the Lord and we are supposed to be enjoyed by the Lord. This external male body or female body, this is just a material dress. But the actual, our constitutional position is Jiver Swarup Hoye Krishna Nitya Das. The Malik is always enjoying the servants, service of the servants. Malik is always enjoying the service rendered by the servants. And our scriptures say Krishna is the only enjoyer. And Krishna says himself in Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavata many times, right? Aham sarvas bhoktaram yakataptam sarvlok maheshwara. So I'm like, he's the only enjoyer. So we are servant and he's the master. And we don't have multiple masters. He's the only master. And everyone else, all other living entities are his servants. And master is, the position of master is to enjoy the services rendered by the servants. But if the servant starts considering himself the master or mini master, then everything like goes in a, it's not designed in that way. So it goes like the haywire. So we are all Prakriti. We are all Prakriti. We are supposed to be enjoyed in that sense. And the Lord is the only master. Lord is the only master. Agar aapka, if you hire a servant in your home for your household work, so you expect him to listen to you because you are the master, he's the servant. And then when he serves you, then you enjoy his services for what you have hired him. But he starts becoming master and start not listening to you and making his own decisions, which you may not like. Will you like him? Right, Prabhu?
No, Prabhu. Yes.
So that is what it is. Hamara situation kya hai? This is, we are here and we are trying to become master. I don't know, एक म्यान में दो तलवारें नहीं रह सकती, right? तो हिंदी में कहावत है, एक म्यान में दो तलवारें नहीं रहती. तो like there cannot be two masters. हमारे घर में भी अगर हस्बैंड वाइफ दोनों मास्टर हैं तो दोनों में झगड़ा होता रहता, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है. एक ही मास्टर होता है. पत्नी कैन बी द मास्टर, नो प्रॉब्लम. पति कैन बी द सर्वेंट, बट एक मास्टर होना चाहिए. ऑफिस का भी वही हाल है. हर जगह जो है, इफ यू हैव वन मास्टर देन थिंग्स वर्क नाइसली बिकॉज एवरीवन लिसन्स टू हिम. So हमारा this cosmic creation, Lord is the only master. We are all his servants. If we start becoming master, then it is not as per the plan, and it disturbs everything. It disturbs everything, right? Like if you won't like your servant to start not listening to you and dictating you, like that you are the master, right? So we are the servants. So we have to behave as servant. If we start behaving as master, then something wrong with us. That makes sense, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. So it's mostly seeing everything as the energy of the Lord and Lord as the energetic. So the energy has to always serve the energetic.
Yes. If this is like, if you in your personal life cannot accept this, how would you think, right? That it won't work like no. It doesn't work like no. If your person, even in office, if someone who is like in your team, he is supposed to report to you, and he start not reporting to you and passing on his work to you, will you like it? How long it's going to be there, right?
Yes.
So it's worth. Everyone is, we shine in our own position, and our position is being serving. And this is nowadays, if you might have heard that servant leadership, there's new management concept. Serving, like somehow in the society, serving is seen inferior to mastering, right? But that's not true. Nowadays, there's new concept in management. They're called servant leadership. Leader is acting as a servant to meet the organizational goals. So serving is very, very powerful. And serving is so powerful. If you serve the Lord, you enjoy more than the Lord enjoys your service. So the person serving is enjoying more than the person being served. And that is why Lord came, had his own devotee in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But he wanted to experience what is that pleasure, what is that what Radharani is enjoying, which I don't even enjoy. What is, right? So serving is our position. That is our constitutional position. And if we keep that in mind, we are all Prakriti. Lord is only Purusha. एक बार मीराबाई, Vrindavan, she came to Vrindavan and she wanted to meet, I think, was it Jeev Goswami? She wanted to Jeev Goswami. Jeev Goswami said, I'm a sannyasi, I don't meet the woman. So Mirabai, she sent a message back and he said, I have heard that there is only one Purusha. Where is this second Purusha has come from? Then Jiva Goswami understood and then they met afterwards. So there's only one Purusha. Is being in male body and female body does not mean that being in male body, we become Purusha. Purusha, the meaning of Purusha is controller, enjoyer, controller, enjoyer, bhokta. And that's the only. So that is what Mirabai meant. Mirabai said, I'm in female body, but that does not mean like this. And you are in male body does not mean that you become the Purusha. Like. So there is only one Purusha with Lord Krishna. Everyone else is supposed to be Prakriti or to be enjoyed. Hare Krishna. Are you good, Prabhu? Does
Yes,
that make
Prabhuji.
sense?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Wonderfully explained.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. All right.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, can we end here?
Prabhu, one quick thing, can you please help me? You recited a verse, Bhakti Charena Uchyate. Can you please tell me? I'm trying to look up. Which verse is that?
Is it 1855, 1850 or 1856? This
18
is in 18, it's chapter 18. Mamucha yo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate.
1855. Okay, Prabhu. That's all I wanted. I don't want to hold you for longer. 1850.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Yeah, I'm just guessing. I'm not sure. It's 1854, 55. It's somewhere around there. So let me. It's chapter 18, and this should be somewhere there. 1 second.
We've been looking, like we went through second chapter, sixth chapter, but we are not able to
And
find.
what you can do, you can put in the Google search and just
Google ही
search.
कर Mataji.
नहीं आ रहा है प्रभु, नहीं आ रहा है. भक्ति चारेण उच्यते, वो नहीं दिख. It's saying it's
No.
not.
Like, you put the first few words, not the last words.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is it, Prabhu?
Mam cha yo avyabhicharena.
Mam chayo. Mam chayo.
आप वो बीच से कोई वर्ड सर्च करेंगे तो ऐसा नहीं, वो it will not bring it.
Okay, let me
It
check.
is 603. What is it? Maybe not.
It's thinking. Yeah, it's thinking.
Huh?
It's
so it is,
1426. नहीं
okay.
नहीं. Yeah, Mam 1426. Mam
Okay,
chayo
yeah.
vicarena bhakti
Yeah.
yogena sevate saguna samatityeta.
Yeah. So,
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
I was wrong. It's not chapter 18, it's 14. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Thank you,
All
Prabhu.
right. Thank you.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Vancha kal.
Purubhesha kripa sindhubhevcha patitanam pavyabhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Purivesha Vindhi Jai.
Jai.
बात की
This Vrindavan Vijay Prabhu ki Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Jai.
Hare
Jai.
Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Pranam, Prabhuji.
Dhanyavad pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.